Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. Now last time we encountered a mysterious door. We have a certain passphrase, but it's not enough. So we have to find something else that will let us in. And I am first going to just comb the entire ship, see if I find anything of use. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna find Sibyl, I'm gonna pickpocket the silent monks and see if maybe they have something on them. Though, to be honest, I'm not sure if they would lock, like, story progress behind a pickpocketing thing. So first, I'm just gonna go through the ship, and if anything of note happens, if I find something that's relevant, then I'll cut to that. Yeah, so see you when something relevant happens.
Got that Magister to talk? Oh, good work. I knew she'd crack eventually.
Tell her to open the gate. You want to find out if the prisoners know how to get this ship moving.
Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood.
Okay, say that you have to try and demand that she unlock the cage.
All right then, just don't make me regret it.
Okay. I am fully healed and if necessary ready for battle. Are you unlocking it?
Hope you find
there we
something
go.
useful.
Now let's see. In the prison cell, we've talked to this one before, to Ranley. Can we talk to Alexander? You're sleeping.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the divine.
Strength persuasion. Point out that she's alone, unarmed, and there's a ship full of seekers who would happily throw her overboard. She's in no position to be making demands. Memory persuasion. Tell her to back away. You have important matters to attend to. Memory is not as strong as strength, so I'll go for strength persuasion.
All right. Don't harm him. I'll be watching.
We'll see about that.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle.
Get a good look at his face, sure.
Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop.
Let's inspect his hands.
Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in shallow, jagged swells.
Look closely at his simple regalia.
A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope.
There was a six-sided indentation or something like that in the door, so let's slip the gem from around his neck and
The gem sits heavily
take it
in
with
your
us.
pouch.
Okay, take our leave. That is
Magister
all I
Red,
wanted.
Talker's mate.
Too late for that
And-
now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
You can lock it now again. Are you gonna lock it? I'm just gonna close it. Just so they don't get any ideas. Though that would be ill-advised anyways. And the doors should be right in this room. Right? On this side. Yes, there's a door. You're standing at the door, Han? Let's talk.
Hey, you're here. Pretty nice boat, eh? We got an upgrade. There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas's room. Maybe you can see something we can't.
Okay, let's interact with the door.
The door remains unmarked.
Okay, hold the gem you took from Alexander out towards the door.
The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits.
Hold the gem to the six-sided shape carved in the figure's forehead.
A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
I am summoned. Speak the password.
Okay, fortitude.
Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken. Welcome to the stateroom.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's quickly save, just in case. Is Tarquin? I don't know who you are, to be honest.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks?
Say that you and your compatriots have seized this ship from the Magisters and demand to know who he is. Ask what he's doing. Is that armor he's working on? Reach for your weapon. Let's go with the first one here.
I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout? That infernal Dallas woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt.
Okay, point out that prisoners aren't usually held in the master cabin. Why was he here? Ask what Dallas did to him. Tell him that the ship is immobile. Does he know what might be causing that? Ask about the armor that he's tinkering with, something he took from the Magisters. He spent time with Dallas. Ask what he can tell you about her, or take our leave. I'll go from the top to the bottom, I suppose. Yeah, prisoners usually aren't held in the master cabin.
Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in healing, crafting, and more arcane practices. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems.
Remark that it sounds like he was kept as her personal slave. State that he sounds like a mercenary. Well, a mercenary would imply that he got paid. Like, to an extent that he would do it willingly. But if he was kept here against his will and forced to do those tasks, I'll go with the first.
Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel mistress, I'm sad to report.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and half ruined them in the process.
Express your sympathies, ask what exactly she had him do, or take your leave. I'll express my sympathies first.
Well, the situation is looking immeasurably better now. You'll hear no more complaints from me. So why don't you tell me all about my valiant rescuers? To whom do I owe my thanks?
Tell him that's none of his business. Say that you're just an escapee, and that you're lucky to have made it this far. Announce yourself as no less than the future savior of Rivellon. I'll go with the second here.
You undersell yourself. The roster of those who stood up to the Magisters and lived to tell the tale is a short one. I ought to continue what I'm doing here, unless there was anything else.
Ask what exactly Dallas had him do here.
Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do. She had me enchant a dead cat over there, so it would seem alive.
Oh, that's weird.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur.
Remark that memory loss is very convenient. There must be more. He enchanted a dead cat. Say that it sounds like necromancy to you. Take your leave. Sounds like necromancy?
No! Necromancy is an unsavory practice, not something to be trifled with lightly. This is but a cunning illusion of my own creation, nothing more.
Okay, so more and more it seems like in this universe necromancy is really frowned upon, which is different from other settings, I suppose, where it's just something you can do. So in this universe, necromancy really, really bad. Okay, got it.
His face abruptly creases into a smile.
But come now, enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my freedom. This is a happy moment.
Tell him to hold on. You're not done with your questions. What else did he do for Dallas, or turn to other matters? Let's just ask.
I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember. Could you pass me that copper wire just there?
Okay.
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add.
Okay, let's turn to other matters for now. say that you've been mulling over his story and you've decided that he's hiding something. We'll come back to that. Tell him that the ship is immobile. Does he know what might be causing that?
Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. That might ring a bell with you, might it?
Reply that it means nothing to you. Tell him to spit out whatever it is that he's insinuating. There's no time for guessing games. Note that when sung, certain dialects of your mother tongue can be used to control slaves. Let's go with the third one.
My thoughts exactly. Curious how Dallas would seek to learn such things, don't you think? Perhaps she left something behind to point to her intentions.
Ask about the armor that he's tinkering with. Something he took from the Magisters.
Took it? No, I made it. Have you seen the kind of metalwork the Magisters deploy? This is in a different class to them. As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work.
He spent time with Dallas. Ask what he can tell you about her.
Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break before she bends. If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance.
Okay, say that you've been mulling over his story and you've decided that he's hiding something, sure.
I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this?
Declare that you can sense he has a secret. That makes him dangerous in your eyes. Shrug and state that trusting strangers is a good way to wind up dead in your view. Remark that his strange manner, his abilities, his tattoos, something doesn't add up. He's holding back on you. I'll go with the second one here.
Well, you're painting me into a corner here, friend. And I don't like to be cornered.
I'm not perfect myself. It isn't for me to judge this one.
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our time.
Oh, I wasn't intending to kill him there.
Something tells me that he'll only bring us woe, but I can't judge him yet.
Alright then, the Seekers trust you, and I shall too. I offer my hand in friendship. I don't like the look of him, so I'm afraid his time has come. No, I'll go with the first one.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his grip than his slender frame would suggest.
Gloves that give, gauntlets that give strength, maybe? That would be nice.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service.
Remark that you think there's more to his story. He can trust you if there's something he wants to get off his chest. Say that you're letting matters lie for now, but you still have your doubts. Note that he seems to be a skilled craftsman. Is there anything he'd be willing to trade? Sure, let's ask about trading. Okay, now what do you have there? We don't have as much money as we used to. Silent Violence, Nature's Crossbow. I'm gonna sell Nature's Crossbow because it's just a slightly worse version of Silent Violence. What else can I sell? Is there some stuff there that's worth anything? I mean, there's plenty of stuff, but I'm always so, you know, averse to selling stuff because I'm like, oh, maybe we'll need it again. Some of the books, maybe? We've read them all, right? I think so. I mean, they're not worth much money, so there might not really be a point to it, right? Yeah, no, there isn't really much of a point to it. Rhymes of the Scribes, yeah, 4 to... Rhymes of the Ranger is 12 gold, sure. 1 gold, 1 gold, 1 gold, 1. Yeah, not really a point to that, I think. Do we need the eyeballs for something? I don't know if they're useful. Strange gem? I mean, we just opened the door, right? Unless it's gonna close again, we could sell it. But I'm gonna keep it for now. We can sell it once we get off this ship. That's fine. We have essentially 816 to play with. Anything particularly great? Source Orb, tier 5 rune, active. inactive grand skill Venomous Aura, grand skill Mass Cleanse Wounds, grand skill Evasive Aura, and I assume all 4 of them, hopefully, cost 13,160, so I can't even afford one of them. Okay, that is expensive, isn't it? What do we have here? Serrated two-hander. I like the bonuses that I get from the New Dawn. I think that's worth the slightly weaker damage range. That's not really necessary. Magical Morning Star. It's fine. That's fine. That is a big one. I mean, we don't get the strength bonus, we don't get the dodging bonus, we don't get the plus 50% cleave damage. But 25 to 27 physical damage is pretty good. And then add some poison to the mix and set poison. Unless we're going up against skeletons, that could be quite good. Let's take a look at the other stuff though. A Savage Axe, two-handed axe, better damage roll, none of the bonuses. I do like the bonuses. I think they could be quite useful to have. That is more than we can afford. Some wooden staffs. They seem fine. Magical lizard staff. It does fire damage. Gives Staff of Mages, requires intelligence 12 plus 1 for two-handed. Strange that that's on a staff like that. Unless does a staff count as a two-handed weapon? Huh, not sure. Okay, some bows, daggers, some wands. Those seem fine. I don't really need them though right now. What do we have here? Chain helmet. We have some armor that requires finesse. Pot helmet. That is a bit better than ours. I'll consider it. Like, it's not that much of an upgrade that it seems like it would be that important, but we could, you know what, I'll just slide it here for now. Let's slide it in there. We can always just remove it later again. So this is some physical armor for finesse, right? Finesse. That's intelligence armor. That seems pretty good. I don't know what everybody has right now. And it's also quite expensive, so let's wait on that. Plate armor could be very good. My armor is outclassed at this point anyways. We cannot afford both of those things though right now, so I'll wait. Okay, there's plenty of stuff we don't really have the money for right now. But that would be some good magical armor for one of my spellcasters. Physical armor. I mean, I could take a step up in this instead, maybe. What's this? Oh my god, that's a really good shield, huh? Inflict poison on contact. 74-52 and grants shields up. That could be very good for beast. But I can't afford this in the helmet. Magical metal shield, +1 leadership. Wait. 74-52. Okay, 70-48. Still good. Plus leadership and plus accuracy. Sounds very nice. I might just buy that. Yeah, this one isn't quite as good. Ring of Fate, very expensive. Yeah, I think we're out of stuff we can really buy right now. Yeah, I think on the mainland I'm just gonna sell this and some other stuff we have. But for now, let's accept this deal. Take a look at our equipment. Now, what was the newest stuff I got? Come on. Where would that be? There's the shield for beast. How much better is it? Oh, quite a bit better. Plus leadership, plus accuracy is very nice to have. I could then sell the other shield to get some money back. I might just do that. It's not worth that much money, but it's better than nothing. Where's my helmet now? It would have to be somewhere in this area, right? Before the empty slot at some point. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let's go to the inventory again. And let's equip that. Come on. Can I not? Okay, maybe I can't unequip stuff during dialogue. I'll do that later then. If you want to get something off your chest.
We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
Okay, fine. Let's return to other matters. We'll get back to that later. Let's take our leave. Okay, so some lizard singing might be what we need to do. Let's pick that up. That glass is worth quite a bit. That's nice to see. Also, now I should be able to equip this, right? Yeah, there we go. Looks cool enough. I'll take it. Anything else we have right now? Do we have any armor that's better than what I'm wearing right now? That requires finesse, but would be much better. I could put a point into finesse, but I don't really see that much of a use for it outside of wearing that armor. And I'll get something better sooner rather than later, I'm sure of it. Yeah, okay. Is there like an option that, you know, click that and see all the options? No. Okay, that's fine then. There's a book. Let's read it. This book is unreadable. Okay, great. Bottle of wine. If anything, like if bottles of wine aren't that useful, we can always sell them. So that's at least nice. Trap disarming kit, sure. Where's the letter? That's the letter, let's read it. Draft. From the desk of Dallas the Hammer, be warned. Subsequent to the bloody atrocity committed at Bessan, shall all seekers be stripped of the titles and privileges once afforded to them as members of the Divine Order. Their mistake must not be repeated. Note to self, leave a Meister in Driftwood. This is enough. Okay. Dallas's letter draft, is there... Okay, that's the one we saw there. Ink pot and quill, sure. Some sellable stuff, I'll quickly collect that. Empty potion bottle, let's collect those as well. Teleporter pyramid. Glowing runes mark this pyramid as an item far out of the ordinary. Using it will teleport the wielder to the location of a near identical pyramid. Interesting.
A pyramid? What on Rivellon is this for?
You've just received a
way to find out.
Teleported pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other. Open the inventory and use the teleporter pyramid to teleport to its partner. Okay. Okay, empty potion bottle. I'll collect this first. Because, you know, we might be stumbling into a fight if we go there. Identifying glass, sure. A dusty tome. Let's read it. If we're allowed to, yes. This book is written in what appears to be an ancient dialect of lizards. Its contents can be understood by few, but it might be possible to recite it phonetically. Sirks, yerk, yizer, erk, kuxer, rick, zerks, yerk, sure, something like that. Let's pick it up. There we go. maybe
This
that...
is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
Yeah. I assume that is going to be, you know, exactly what we need to start the boat. Dense notes. These, let's read them. Confidential medical log from the desk of Niles, house physician. Round 1. Normal staff, purging applied to sorcerer, result typical. Round 2. Normal staff, purging applied to non-sorcerer, result death. Round 3. Modified staff, type A, purging applied to sorcerer, result typical. Round 4. Modified staff, type B, purging applied to sorcerer, result death. A handwritten note curls across the bottom of the page. Needs stronger relic, technological modification equals failure. Okay. There's a glass. I'll take the medical notes as well. Those glasses are really expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna collect all of them. I gotta remember to sell them when I get the chance. Another book. I didn't mean to pick it up there. Is that the newest? That's the book? I'll read it real quick. This page is split into 3 columns. In the leftmost column is a series of words in an unfamiliar language. In the middle, in the middle column is a series of common middle column is a series of common words, I assume. In the right column are numbers. Okay. Apparently we don't understand what this means. There's a thick book. Where was the thick book? Ah, this is the thick book. Let's read it real quick. Must never forget that all citizens of the realm have an equal stake in its success and ought never to be subjugated to the will of the few, and especially not to that of a tyrant. There is not a monarch alive who has not, by sheer force of nature, been removed from the cares and concerns of his or her citizens. Thus, there is not a monarch alive who deserves his or her position. If what I say is true, you may wonder how it is at all possible to govern if the act of governing itself corrupts. My answer is very simple. Let the people rule. Okay. A Treatise of Governance, it's called. Skull. Glasses. Wonderful. An ancient book. That's this one, I assume. Let's read that as well. The page is lined with formulae and geometric drawings dotted with tiny sums and figures. Sure. I mean, yeah, illegible book. That makes sense. Some oranges, some apples. Come on. Take it, please. There we go. A pear. Grapes. And another apple. Wonderful. Anything in this? There's True Brew, Fly Agaric Mushroom. From a series of easy-to-memorize nursery rhymes comes this pearl. Fly agaric, white and red. Should you eat it, you'll drop dead. Mix it, brew it, in potions distill. Then coat your weapons, kill, kill, kill. That's a pleasant and lovely nursery rhyme. The Sweeper with pretty good critical damage. Let's pick it up. Oh, there's plenty more stuff. Okay, this is empty. Okay, these cannot be opened. This one can be opened. There's a raw bird leg. A simple rhyme. An old nursery rhyme reads, come join me where it's hot. Come join me at the fire. Come join me round the pot. That's how we make our dinner. That nearly rhymed. This one can be opened too. Okay. It's empty. Okay. There's this one left. I'm gonna quickly plunder all this, and then we're gonna teleport with the pyramid.
I've spotted something.
A filthy bonnet. Oh, is that a trap? Please don't walk on it. Yeah, I would assume that's a trap then. So let's be careful. There's a book. A quick read of that, please. This book is unreadable. Wonderful. Is it worth anything? No idea. We'll see. This is locked. Okay, Thane. Please do me a favor and pick this lock. Are we lockpicky enough to do this? Is the question. Thievery level too low. Okay, that's fine. Let's open this. Some boots. Nothing special. That's okay. Let's walk out here. What about this bed? Oh, we can just lie down on it. Let's get back up. Anything else? I don't think so. Let's save real quick, just in case whatever we do is real bad for us. Where's the pyramid? Where did we stow it? There was that. I mean, there's the gemstone. I don't see it right now. Let's sort by last picked up.